Yo, we back, baby. Yes, sir. This is your boy Snax and Big Flav on Just Hear Me Out. And we're going to jump into part two of our conversation with Quani. Last week's was a good one. This week's is even better. So stick with us as we jump right in, right where we left off. This is episode 5. Just Hear Me Out. Let's get it. Then KFC and everybody else. Churches, because them big ass pieces of chicken that have been ingested. I know what you're finna say. I already listen. Right.
Chicken. Now, like, no shade, no tea. At some point in my young life, okay, after churches was in fact the move. One of my friends ate churches the other day, and he damn near died. And I said, listen, you gotta have the jalapeno with the churches. That's the only way to survive all the chemicals that's in those chickens.
I mean, whatever. But I want mine injected. I'm not caring.
Over 20 years.
Some fried okra.
Don't do it.
You want that fried okra?
Get it, though. Don't get me wrong. I build my organic shit, but I'm gonna hit JR Crickets. I'm gonna hit JJ. Don't get me. I'm still dabbling the fucking
hypocritical.
No, hypocritical.
No.
That nigga was raised on that. So
y'all not finna tag team up on me. But we changing the subject.
But even though, like, you might go to a JJ, you might go to a JR, you might go, WMB, where you go, you can still look at the wing and see if it's the size of a pterodactyl leg or if it's actually a chicken wing.
And I want the size of the pterodactyl leg. I don't care. Listen to me. You think that I think that I'm fixing to avoid. So, okay, look. So they gonna say, okay, we giving you this organic chicken, but then they finna give you all kind of other products that you finna wash, rinse, clean with, whether it's your dishes or your body. All that shit is chemicals. Now you dodging chemicals that go in food while you miss all the ones that your skin gonna soak up from lotions.
That's a
soaps.
Very big assumption that you're making right now, because that is actually not the lifestyle I live. Right now, today, my body is moisturized
with crystals
and pure coconut oil.
Pure
Coconut oil. And nothing else, my guy. So that is an assumption you're making. The things that are in my house also avoid the chemicals, down to the detergent I use to wash my dishes with, and the stuff that I use to wash my clothes, wash my body, and wash my floors.
And we use Dreft for stuff for babies, and we use 7th Generation.
7th Generation is good. Myers is real good too.
Yeah, we use the good shit in my house.
I like Target's plant-based all-purpose cleaners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My girl be on that.
But you see the assumption you made, and you wrong. Just loud and wrong over here.
But
whatever.
You use what you grow up on as well. So I still will fuck with JJ's or Taco Bell, but it's not something I eat all the time. I'm gonna fuck with, but when I go, I'm gonna go hard though. When I go to JJ's, I'm gonna get like a 50 piece and then catfish on the bone. And then I'm going to do that with the grits in the morning.
That's life in it. Okay, so.
I mean, a catfish on the bone, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Fish on the bone, nasty.
Do be hitting with some grits.
The South.
I don't even know why. We brought you in here.
We
brought you in here so you could tag team with him and jump me on all the stuff.
You
supposed to be my friend. I brought you here. I brought you here, and you gonna turn on me with this nigga.
Listen,
you got a lot of work to do on you, friend.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all.
It's
okay. If it don't include no church's chicken, we not even coming.
We'll get you some.
We'll get you some churches,
right? And then we'll go get some coconut oil.
Period.
All that garbage.
But wait a minute, you don't eat fish with the bones in it?
No, I don't really want to bother with the bones. I would rather fillet.
But you understand that a fish with the bones has more flavor. I still eat fish that got the head on it.
Okay, exactly. You know what? Good. Now we will take that and we will pivot into our next subject, because that is exactly what it's about, and it is about self-care. We ain't got much time left, so we're gonna touch on it. We may have to.
We brought you here for self-care.
Right, and we wind up talking about appropriation.
But I tried to change the subject 45 minutes ago.
But then you start talking about the flowers or something.
I did not try to change it.
Somebody come in your house with a ham sandwich.
Did not try to change it.
You did,
like
and you
45
came back
minutes
with a ham
ago.
sandwich.
Okay, well, so what I'm saying is,
it's okay if you gotta chop it and make 2 episodes. We good.
I don't like chicken on the bone because I'm counting the cost. It may be more flavorful, but I'm gonna have to dig through it.
Do you say chicken on the bone or
fish on the bone? I mean fish on the bone.
Fish on the bone usually are the cheaper option, actually.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to dig through the bone, and that's self-care for me. That's what I'm choosing.
So self-care for me, like,
it's more flavor.
Dead ass could really be me going to the Caribbean spot and getting me a red snapper with some greens and some plantain, because I ain't had it in a while, and I'm gonna eat it with the head on and all, and I'm gonna pick around the bones.
No, and you're gonna do all that work.
It's not even a lot of work.
Right, but you're going to do that because that's what you deem as good for you. And it's important for you, right?
Right.
Self-care.
I see how you're trying to spin that. It ain't self-care, but we can talk about self-care. Let's talk about self-care.
We will, because we gonna talk about it.
Because the coconut oil, the coconut oil was actually your segue into self-care, and let me tell you why.
Oh Lord, here we go. Why coconut oil is the best oil?
It's not.
Now y'all finna tell me why I'm finna cook. I need to cook my bone-in fish in coconut oil instead of canola.
And then take the grease out and just pour it on your body.
Just pour it on your body.
Right.
No.
In the kitchen.
Wait till Denise hears that. I'm massaging you tonight, baby. With actually, that probably would be the play.
Why you playing? A baby number 5. Why you bullshit?
Why you playing? Coconut oil is a good lubricant.
Oh my.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
So to the point, it's not about the coconut oil. It's about the act of moisturizing my entire body. That is the pivot to self-care. Because I think...
Which I am doing more than that. I will get that.
Which is beautiful. And I think
it's just been my feet lately.
The world we live in, parts of our routine become mundane, right? And we get used to doing things out of function. Mm-hmm. You ask people about a shower, they're usually showering because they need to shower because they're dirty. Like, It is a function. It is a practical function of our lives. Mm-hmm. However, an act of self-care may be taking longer in that shower.
Yeah.
While you're in the shower, you may have a scrub. Mm-hmm. And you scrub yourself, once a week or what have you. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I actually do when I take my showers is a little bit of visualization of the life that I want. A little bit of gratitude for removing the dirt and all these things off of my body every day. Mm-hmm.
No,
so it turns into a little bit of a spiritual cleansing.
Mine is 2 Michelobes in the shower.
With
some music, yeah.
I do turn my music on.
I get you.
That changes vibe. I have plants in my bathroom.
Mm-hmm. That would be a good
all
plan.
of these things are part of my self-care. I have plants.
I like that idea.
Just find you some that
What's the ones that you used to hang in the window over the sink in the kitchen like old people used to do? It'll be vines.
Probably a pothos.
Yeah, I wonder if you can hang them in the bathroom.
Version of pothos. I have pothos.
In the bathroom?
Yes.
In the shower.
You could put them in the. You could
like
put
a
them
rain
in the
shower
because.
I might do that for real while y'all playing.
Pothos are good.
Denise's gonna be like, "Why you got this in here?"
So yeah, you could put one. You could have certain types of ferns because they like humidity. I have a snake plant in my bathroom.
Like a little rain shower.
But I do have a pothos in my bathroom.
That sounds dope. I could do. Yeah, that sounds good.
You can get some of the eucalyptus.
That's what I do.
And if you go to the farmer's market, you can actually get some eucalyptus reasonably priced.
Not injected, not EMO eucalyptus.
Well, no. I'm making that distinction because now there are companies selling and mailing eucalyptus bundles where you can just buy your own eucalyptus at the farmer's market. Or for less expensive, get some twine, tie it yourself, hang it in your shower.
But you're saying people are getting them and buying them and selling them?
People are now like...
These appropriating niggas.
You know what. Anyway, but... eucalyptus in the shower. But also taking the time, and to the point I was talking about, like with moisturizing your body, right? Mm-hmm. That can really be an act of touch and an act of self-care. So instead of just slathering it on real quick so you can get out the door, you take your time.
I'll take long showers.
You intentionally rub the, and moisturize your body, and you're rubbing it in, and you're really loving and caring on yourself in that moment. Uh-huh. That is a inexpensive, usually readily available type of self-care that people can do.
Yeah.
As long as you take a shower every day.
I take a long shower.
If you don't take a shower every day, then
no, I like that.
Probably not for you.
Men should do more self-care. Only thing men shouldn't have soft hands. I like my hands to be ashy, so I'll lotion my whole body.
And then wash your hand. You'll wash the lotion.
Wash the lotion off my hands.
See, you know what? And we two interesting people because I will tell you, I don't lotion nothing but my hands, and I will lotion my hands. That's because we came in here on episode 1. He was joking because I had lotion sitting over there.
He got lotion there. You got lotion everywhere you go. He got lotion
because it's my hands. Usually by
a computer though.
That's suspicious.
That's his self-care.
Thank you. You beat me to it. Even if I did
beat something else too.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Listen, guess what though?
Touche. That's self-care.
Right. I mean, organic meat. You know what I'm saying? But
organic meat.
I can't stand dry hands. I can't stand dry. I'll get out of the bed I'll get out of the shower and before I go to bed, put lotions on my hands. I've been reading books lately and doing a lot of reading in the morning. And before I put a book, or actually before I do anything using my hands, I need my hands to be moisturized. I can't stand the sliding. when you feel
the roughness.
Yes.
Yeah, the roughness. I don't.
That noise.
I don't like the roughness.
I
can't. Like having rough hands. I moisturize everything. I like to have rough hands.
I will say, moisturizing your body is important. Your skin is literally the largest organ that your body has. People forget that.
I use just straight vitamin E oil.
Okay, vitamin E oil.
I've been trying to find something that ain't sticky. Because I had lotion that was
the sticky kind.
Coconut oil.
For real?
Yeah.
Coconut oil is not sticky at all.
And can you do like a lotion? A lotion? You did say that. I good. Because I can't, and I'm struggling because I had some that intensive care stuff that you picked up that day. That's my favorite brand, but they don't sell it no more. And so now I'm struggling. You can go in my room right now, and on my dresser it's like 3-4 bottles of lotion because I be trying different lotions because I need something that feels like that intensive care felt, and everything else be either real liquidy or and sticky.
Finding lotion, it is one of them like trial and error things. You gotta find lotion that's like that ain't it.
Now, even if you don't want to do coconut oil, if I have to buy like an actual brand lotion, Gold Bond and Aveeno. That's what I have in my house, especially this time of year because it's cold. And so even with good stuff and hydration and all that, your skin is bound to get dry, especially you wash your hands a lot. Yeah. So I have those lotions in my bathrooms, like Gold Bond or Aveeno, because they have it to where it's like intensely moisturizing. There's something on the label. I'll send you a picture.
All right, yeah.
The Gold Bond is good. I'm talking about the one with this gold cap, the white bottle.
I have to look for that.
I use that a lot. I used to use that a lot when I was working at Publix. But I like ashy hands. I like my hands to be hard. A man need to be hard.
So when you say ashy,
need to be.
A man need to be hard.
Right, you said it on purpose. I can't stand ashy ankles. I can't stand ashy. Sticky ankles. From sweating. So if I like at night, if I sweat and my ankles get sticky, and because of that, see, y'all want to hear more than what I'm saying. But if you're out in the room,
funny as hell. Just your ankle sweat.
We just really trying to understand how we are on this roller coaster. You know how sometimes you're on a roller coaster and some of the turns you can anticipate, but then the drop you never see.
Right.
I'm the drop.
Your sweaty ankles in the middle of the night was the drop that we didn't see.
Coming in taking that ham
just
sandwich.
coming in, and them stealing a ham sandwich after they came on your lawn.
Because it explains why. I can't really get with putting lotion all over my body, and I've started doing my feet because I wear 2 pairs of socks sometimes when it's cold outside. Because all I wear is running shoes, tennis shoes. I got Jordans in there, but I be hesitant to wear them to work because I be trying to keep them clean. I'm the kind of person that as soon as I put on something new, fresh and fly, if food is 20 feet away from me, somehow, even if I'm not eating it, it's gonna wind up on my clothes.
That'd be, yeah.
So I can't. I'm scared to wear the Jordans, and I'm just now getting into my Jordan phase where I'm like, oh, I'm finna get these, and they all clean because I refuse to wear them. And so I wear tennis shoes, and because I wear tennis shoes during the winter months, my feet get cold. So I put on 2 pairs of socks, which then dries out my feet quick, and I don't like that feeling in the bed.
Get you some Gold Bond.
But I don't want to put lotion on my whole body, even though I would be tempted to, because I'm learning that, hey, it does have my skin feeling soft, because I like Denise's skin because her skin feels soft, while mine feels rough. And I can't put lotion on because if I put it on, now I'm in the bed sticky.
And that's a very good point. So what I would say is generally a lot of lotions are going to have you feeling that way. So even though I have lotion in my house, I really only use it like on certain spots for that reason. Because you don't like the sensation it gives. Coconut oil is not going to give you that if you want to use that on the rest of your body and then use the lotion on your hands and your feet.
I'm going to try that.
You see what I'm saying?
Will I smell like chicken?
No. Coconut oil has no scent, actually.
Really? Do they have scented kind?
No, it's coconut oil.
I'm saying, so like if I wanted to scented kind.
She's talking about real coconut oil.
I'm talking about legit coconut oil that you can actually cook with it.
Body.
You talking about like in a can?
And you can eat it.
Like Crisco?
No, nigga. They don't sell coconut oil like Crisco.
Well, see now, if I would have said I'm buying this at the store and y'all would have seen me rubbing it in.
But no,
now what if y'all would have came
jar
and I have Crisco and I'm rubbing it in?
No, but you can legitimately buy it at the grocery store. It is the same coconut oil that is on the same aisle as the Crisco.
It's good enough to go in your body. You should be able to put it on your body.
Bingo.
Okay, soap can go on your body. Can you eat it? No, because you'll wind up blind like Christmas Story.
He said good enough. not whether or not it can. Just because something can be done doesn't necessarily mean that it should be.
But he said it's good.
And a lot of the soaps that we use should not actually be on our bodies. But that is not today's topic.
That's a whole nother.
That's
a whole nother topic.
But yes, the coconut oil is the same. So I have multiple jars of coconut oil in my house. I have a jar in my bathroom. I have a jar in my kitchen.
See, I might have to go and check that out. I might check that out today or this weekend.
And then you married. Keep a jar on your nightstand.
Hey, Jordan number 2.
I know it. That's true.
I'm just
3,
saying,
4, 5.
It is a very effective lubricant, and it's actually good for the body.
Yeah.
Is
it? But it is edible.
It is edible.
And it's edible.
Now you see where I'm going. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
So you're gonna have coconut oil all
It's gonna be all
all in your face.
You're gonna have coconut oil.
You're gonna have it all right up in here.
It may be.
I didn't put you on opposed.
Or you can go old school. Use that Skin So Soft.
Skin So Soft.
You ain't never heard of Skin for Asian?
Use Skin So Soft.
But you can not, because I'm thinking he's still in the vibe of I'm supposed to pour coconut oil on Denise and eat it off.
Don't do that.
Don't do no Skin So Soft.
Don't do Skin So Soft.
Right, because I'm thinking that's a.
But you can use the coconut oil, and then
if you got a problem with your feet drying out, what you should use is wool socks. You got wool socks?
You
don't have to wear 2 pairs of socks.
That's a good idea.
That is better than cotton.
Yeah.
Because cotton is drying.
Right. It's just
Cotton is absorbent.
It's just absorbing all the moisture at your feet. Use the wool socks, and you can wear wool socks in the summertime. They just make them thinner. You don't gotta wear just the thick ones, because that's all I wear is wool socks when I'm at work. Like I wear these because I'm just whatever. When I do some work, these just Nike socks, just gray Nike socks. But when I'm doing work, and I'm outside, I always got wool socks on.
All right,
like them high boot wool socks. But if you want your feet to stay dry and not dried out, the wool socks may be a better option. You know what I'm saying, Playboy?
Yep, I got you. So you made a comment once, and we pivoting right here, but it's still itself. It's probably going to wind up on self-care because of the nature of the topic. But you said once before when you and I first met and we talked in DM that men are single and happy. No, men are single and unhappy, while women are single and happy. Men are single and unhappy, while women are single and happy. And I do say that I can see where women nowadays are single and happy, but I don't see where you see men as being single and unhappy. And why do you think that is?
Okay, so finally we get to the things. Let's talk about them.
I don't know how many things we're going to get to because y'all done beat my ass over a cultural appropriation.
He the one that drug that dead horse.
I did. Would take the L.
So let's add some color and context to that statement. Because I think I was responding to you based on a statement you made or maybe some article that we had shared or something about that. And that was actually the headline of the specific article based on some research. Now, who that was, where that was, and what that was, that was so long ago. But the gist of it is that in this day and age, women are happier, and you said you can actually agree with this, because most of us are now choosing peace. We realize a world that is not where we can define ourselves and our existence and success and wealth and abundance do not have to be anchored to a man. And so that restores specific aspects of our liberation and our ability to be free and move in this world.
Good.
When it comes to men being single and unhappy, I think that statement really comes from, and I say it comes from because remember, I was quoting somebody else when I gave that statement in a comment.
Okay, I'm with you.
From the fact of we live in a world that largely has not equipped men to be single successfully. And I say successfully, meaning in a healthy way. Yes, men can be physically alone and not in relationship. Usually when you find a man in that space, he's spreading it far and wide and not necessarily addressing the emotional aspects of his life, not doing any introspection. He's just out here, being a bachelor. That's what we're told that bachelors are, and what bachelors do. But then, at the same time, not making doctor's appointments, not taking care of themselves in any real way.
What a woman for?
To check his colon?
And the man,
and I ain't go to the doctor unless I got ED.
But
other than that, my girl, didn't you say your chest was hurting for like a week straight? Yes. I'll set you up an appointment for the doctor.
And so,
if it ain't for her, nigga, I've been dead.
And so,
I can see that. At least I ain't said
it ain't necessarily.
She got that good life insurance on your ass.
Period.
Holla.
That part.
Shout out to Denise.
Shout out to Denise for the life insurance policy. One time.
Exactly.
From a girl.
She might be paying that mug because I don't even know nothing about it.
You would taste that you got life insurance. Trust me.
You ain't supposed to know. But so even then, it's almost a shift from not necessarily being single and unhappy, but single and unhealthy.
For me, yeah, you talking about.
And for a lot, even I'm single, and even a lot of the men that I have come across, they don't have a basic healthcare regimen of any type. They don't have any type of self-care.
But that doesn't make them unhappy.
Well, that's why I also said unhealthy. But unhappy. It's subjective, right? Because happiness is a feeling, and happiness can be fleeting.
And I can argue with that on the basis of we care less. Because if we did, then we would be unhappy.
That's true. I got to agree with her. I care less, so
yeah.
I don't really care about being happy. I'm just gonna rub one out and take a nap. What I'm saying,
don't care.
So now we finna come back. Lord Jesus, we finna come back.
Don't circle back there.
Well, no, we got to because it proves my point in that. And just in saying that little bit, I done forgot.
Exactly.
No. So, as a man, I don't worry about things that I'm not prepared to try to fix. Because that's gonna bother me. So why would I complain and be angry about what someone else is doing or what my own body is doing and affecting me? Hold on. If I'm not going to address it, because that's going to bring more frustration to me, even if it's going to help me in the long run. Meaning, even if I say, okay, I'm eating this fried chicken and this fried chicken fucking me up. I need to fall back on fried chicken. I maybe need to eat baked chicken. But as of right now, Popeyes got the goddamn ghost pepper wings. And they fire. And I'm finna eat them joints. Even though I know that grease is fucking me up. But guess what though? I'm going to choose to eat those ghost pepper wings and be happy. Other than avoid them so that I can live a little longer. I'm making those choices. Yes, I'm making those choices.
That's being an adult. You just did
because at some point I think though, on some elements, on some standards, if I spend all my time worrying, then what I'm doing is messing up the quality of my life. In a mental way.
So you're almost
the what of your life?
The quality,
not the quantity.
No, not the quantity. The quality.
Quality.
Because
quality.
mentally,
quality.
The quality.
Wow, what we was talking about quality chicken over quantity of chicken.
But we're not gonna go back there.
Because I said mentally. But quality, the mental quality.
So you do appreciate quality over quantity when it comes to certain things.
Right, because
when it comes to self-care.
Everything passed through self-care. Because people say, well, you shouldn't do this because I think that's going to, and it'll be, because some people will say, well, I wouldn't stay all day out in the sun because you're going to burn yourself, you're going to burn your skin. But I'm going to say, well, the sun, when I'm in it, makes me happy. And I'm going to deal with maybe the little skin burn I'm going to get. And it may turn into cancer later. But I feel good out in the sun. That's where I feel like I belong. But then the worry, you're going to say, well, I don't think you should. Now, if I worry about that, now I'm going to come inside because I'm going to avoid cancer.
But you're going to live long.
In a dark-ass light for the rest of my life. Now, I might only live 70 years out there in the sun catching cancer. But now I'm going to live 90 or 100 cold, miserable, dark, damp, miserable ass years in the shadow, and that is quality. The quality of life.
I'm gonna spend a little extra money on this sage that I got from a Native American who farmed it responsibly, and it's gonna take me 20 extra minutes to drive to go get it at this farmer's market versus me, because that's better for my quality of life and my quality of how I feel and my mental health versus just going to get it from Forever 21, order online from some white company who did it the wrong way, who have no ethics and no shit, because they just want to get quantity.
I'm gonna cut through all the
saying the same thing.
I'm gonna just order it from Amazon.
Right.
I ain't even going to Forever 21.
Because the things that you value grease in that Popeye's chicken over that baked chicken and living a little bit.
And the white man says that he gonna take it.
Enjoy some of your grandkids around here because you're being selfish because you rather just eat that fried chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen.
That's it.
You like quality garbage.
I'm choosing, but that's what I'm choosing.
Quality.
But that's what I'm choosing.
What it sounds like you actually are explaining in some very weird roundabout kind of way is that ignorance is bliss.
I mean, no, and I'm not even gonna argue.
And it's not.
And I don't feel.
It's.
I don't feel convicted. I can't figure out a better word. I don't feel bad because I'm agree with you 100%. But you say it's not.
And so you think that is why men are happy is because you led in with this statement of, I think men are happy because we choose to care less.
On some things, yes, 100%. Because when I find out, now let me speak, because you've spoken on men, and I'm not tripping. Allow me a second to speak on women.
I spoke on men today.
Because you said you felt like, I led you to it, because I asked you to tell me why you thought men weren't.
I gave you 30 seconds, but please, by all means.
I only gonna take, it ain't even gonna take me 30 seconds.
I hear you.
I think women sometimes worry about everything, things that they can't even control, and that weighs on their minds daily, all day long, and they can't control it, but they're not going to stop worrying about it, and it's going to bother them, and to me that's going to affect their quality of life. If they would let some of that shit go, you would be a little more happy, a little more relaxed, because you can't control everything. Just focus on what you can control, or even what you just choose to control.
Yeah, I agree with that a little bit.
And I want you to hear me and hear me clearly when I say this. You're not going to get me to disagree on that point. Because that's not what we were talking about.
No,
right.
I mean,
like, because what you are getting at is like, is the essence, yes, like of health and stress and all these things. And yes, arguably, there are a lot of things that, being intuitive, however you want to phrase that, as how women quote unquote naturally are. Yes, there is a balance that we have to strike in controlling and having some type of, not even worry, just kind of oversight of the things that we can control and releasing the things that we cannot. Absolutely. That is important for us. That is a very, I'm not going to say easy because it's not easy, but that is a very important way for us to de-stress because heart disease is the number one killer of women. And that is because we are usually the most stressed and that stress goes to our hearts. Right. So yes, like I'm not going to disagree with you on that. What you said is
women still live longer than men though. That's
and
crazy.
we do still live longer than men.
Even though they do that and
even with all of that.
With that stress.
We still live longer. Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Go ahead.
Oh no, you tell me why.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I want to hear why.
I'm gonna be halfway joking. But
I want to hear your why,
joke.
please.
Because first off, now on the real tip, we find ourselves in positions that wear down on our body physically. See, women just worry. You're not finna catch arthritis from worrying. Unless you fix and address.
I literally just said that heart disease is the number one killer of women, and most of the heart disease comes from stress. And you are trying to tell me that worrying does not have a physical implication on women?
Now let's run with it a little more then. So here we go. Here's the rest of it. You're gonna worry, but what are you gonna do about that? Pass it to a nigga, and then the nigga gonna have to worry about it and try to fix it. Because at the end of the day, and it goes back to what I said in the beginning, and this is not because we have our own faux pas. So I'm not trying to say that women be out here and they messed up or toxic or, which I hate that word, but some people use it. But because men, whatever men are as well, just in different ways. For sure. But women will never. You don't. It's times when I watch movies, and it's movies, but it's written like that because that's how life goes. But you just constantly worry, and you don't even really seem to want an answer as much as you just want to worry, because 5 answers will be given, and then you will poke holes in all 5 of those answers and say, well, that might not work, or what's wrong with that. And then as a man, the man will say, well, what do you got? I just don't know. Oh my gosh. But that's okay, because the man's job, or in men's DNA, is
problem solving.
Yes, and that's what we want. We want the problem solved. The problem is when we come to you
unless we can give you an answer.
And yes, because the most frustrating thing for a man is when he try to solve it, but you just come up with more problems. Or why that answer ain't good enough. Now this man weighed down. Now he tired because he done tried to fix the car 5 times, done bumped his elbow, bumped his head, stepped on a nail, and he's still trying to fix, all while he leaking. And he got mental stress, because so now he got heart condition and he bleeding out.
And he got arthritis from working on this shit.
And can't even come up with a problem because there's no answer. Because the problem is she can't
it's
let
her.
it. Yes. No, I ain't say that. I take that back. We got to strike that out straight. Let's strike that out straight. It's not her.
I'm thinking you a dick.
I'm
gonna put you in that motherfucker.
Because at the end of the day,
you realize he's been coaxing you into this ditch the entire time.
Well, first off,
and I've just been sitting here watching it because
I've been throwing the alley-oops for you.
And he been taking them. He's dunking them every time.
He don't need to throw no alley-oops, because I stand behind what I said, except for the last part that I don't stand behind.
My boy.
No, at the end of the day, we all got problems. Men want to try to fix problems, and women worry about them, and they bring them to us. We got our own problems too, but we try to fix yours and make you happy. And that to me, that wears and tears, and that's how come men don't live as long. In my opinion. Now, this is not everybody; it's not all men, but if we're gonna say generally speaking,
the studies show that men who are married to women are the ones that actually live longer. The men who are single are the ones that die the quickest.
Damn.
Well, that's what. See, when.
Damn. You know what?
We got to give Jordan a pay raise so he can be over there researching all these facts.
Because if it wasn't for my girl, my ass would never go to a hospital unless I'm on my deathbed. No. I just try to fix it, bro. I've had plenty of times where I done pull bumps and scrapes and bruises and pick at stuff. I'd rather go to CVS.
You said you would have died of gangrene.
Cause I'd rather go to CVS and buy some damn sutures and sew my damn stuff up. And I got Blue Cross Blue Shield. I just ain't gonna go. Ain't gonna take no time off work. And my girl gonna make me do it. She gonna say, I've already set the appointment. I've already called your damn boss and told him you're gonna be 2 hours late.
Damn, she called your boss to
what? Hannah no bullshit.
God damn, Hannah.
She
okay. I feel like without Hannah, you'll be in the corner sipping whiskey and pouring some on the wound.
Bro, straight up. I got moonshine in my house. When I get sick, I take a shot of moonshine, make a hot toddies. Like, I add a little bit of garlic in there, a little bit of honey. I'm not drinking no night.
I got shot
I'm not
5
going to the
times.
hospital.
Just
I'm
make me a hot toddy.
Right. I got moonshine from Teamsters. I'm real moonshine.
Oh yeah, we do got moonshine. I got about 4 jars.
I be sweating. I'm like, damn.
You definitely finna sweat. I got about 3 jars in the house of moonshine.
But if it weren't for my girl, I probably would have been dead. That's real. Cause I ain't finna go to the hospital.
I just appreciate y'all making my point without me having to say much.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, in many ways, you right though. Like, men that stay married gonna live longer just cause you're gonna have somebody voice a reason and say, "Don't do that shit on the shed. Ain't you supposed to have a safety rope on, dumbass?" It's like, you right.
But look at her. We only finna put it on to appease you. We still like we.
Yeah, but then when you slip, you be like, you don't want to admit, like,
damn,
she did say,
she
right.
And the only reason single men are unhappy because they spend 50% of they I'm gonna say 60 to 7% of their brain capacity trying to figure out how to catch one of y'all. And you can argue me, but it's not. We gonna argue for the rest of this show. The is because our mental stress is connected to. I mean, think of how much you thought about other women when you wasn't married or trying to catch them.
I'll be thinking about them now.
Okay, but you wasn't trying to catch them though. But you was trying to catch them then. And
I wasn't trying. I was catching them.
Okay, but you spent a great deal of your day. If you could give me a percentage of your day that you devoted just in mental. And maybe in efforts, thinking and trying to catch other women, how much that would be?
I was looking about that tail.
70 by 70%.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that tail, boy.
Right.
At work. He neck strong on the swivel.
Right.
Looking for the next victim.
And I wonder if you look up and find out they died of heart failure. Because they're stressed.
Looking for the neck.
Right.
Looking for
tail.
Looking for some tail.
For men, it's probably usually because they neglect themselves is oftentimes why they die. But I mean, y'all just made that point for me right here because you don't make your own
I could give you the single,
and you don't take care of yourself. You're not investing in your mental and physical well-being aside from going to the gym. And the gym is a great place.
You got it.
But mental fatigue takes as much toll on the body as physical fatigue, and that's the part I think that a lot of men miss. You can continue through life year over year, but if you don't actually take the time to invest in your own mental and emotional well-being and do the work to leave some of that baggage behind or whatever, because every piece of baggage you collect from every relationship, you just carry it with you until you actually go through the process of getting rid of it.
Right. Yeah, and that's real. Yes, that's real on that part.
If you ain't grieved a relationship, this is why right now today we got men 45 years old taking it out on women in the dating pool because of something somebody did to them when he was 16, and he's still mad.
Women do that too, though.
I mean, touche.
Right now, like, well, I want to go through your phone because the last man I was
No.
So we all do it.
His point is a little valid in that, but I find that men do it more, and usually, and we can argue about this one. Usually it's because after a breakup, women are more likely to do the introspective and emotional healing work before jumping into a next relationship.
Oh no, that might be a new way because girls just go from no last between vash. They just break up with you.
No last between vag. I just wanted to say that again out loud for the people who missed it.
I'm still trying to
no last time.
What's last?
A break.
A break.
Oh no, last time.
Right. No last between vag. They just go from straight pole to pole.
Dang.
At least that's what I see, but it's just bounce back relationships. Like they just But I see.
Listen, I got plenty of friends. I got plenty of girlfriends.
But women also can call their girlfriend like, "Girl, he done broke my heart. Girl, we gonna come over there. Girl, we gonna do this, that, and the fifth. We gonna do some yoga classes. We finna get on the bikes. We finna go on the belt line. We finna go buy some rocks.
That's true. They would.
We finna burn some incense and goddamn.
I got some Santo Palos.
Sage the house
coming to the house right now.
I got a friend right now. She went through a breakup. We threw her an F&F party.
Oh my God! Fuck nigga, free party.
We threw her an F&F party, and because you know. So 2 points that I want to make. Usually, when a woman breaks up with a man, she has already broken up with him. He just didn't know about it yet.
Well, that's dumb as hell because everybody like that. And nobody
don't end a relationship.
Nobody says
we don't end a relationship. We'll just go through the hard part.
Men don't end the relationship though.
Like if me and you in a relationship and you don't like what's going on,
they just check out.
We just be like, well, I was just going to, a relationship really ain't over until a woman decide, because we'll just thug it out. We'll be like, because we got the patience to go, I ain't think about it now. She'll get over that shit, and we'll be on to she'll cook some chicken, and we'll be back good.
And that's what I'm saying.
Tear it up one good night, and we'll be back good.
Meanwhile, women are like, you know what? That actually was the last time. I can't deal with that anymore.
Right.
And so she'll play the part until she gets to a space of being like, you know what?
They'll give the last straw.
We not together anymore. Exactly.
Right. No, so wait, we ain't gonna break up with you.
I ain't gonna break up with you, and I ain't gonna give up on you. It's just like you just going through a rough time. I'm gonna just wait the storm out. I'm gonna just hold on, tie not the end of the rope, and hold on. That's how I do, or most men do. Most women end the relationship for real.
God bless you. That man said he gonna tie a rope to you.
All what he'll do.
That's what we do.
All what he'll do is because she gonna start cooking chicken. You know what I'm saying? She gonna start taking care because she checked out really, so she really don't even care about your ass no more. And it's gonna leak out in little ways. And when he starts to see that, he might not leave you either, but he gonna find somebody that's gonna do all the shit that either you was doing or he wanted you to do that you didn't want to do, and he gonna still stay with you, and he gonna let that shit ride out.
That's unhealthy on both parts,
right. Because so when we talk about what's healthy and what's not healthy, that I will agree with you, but both parties will try to say that they thinking that what the other person doing is unhealthy, while they got their own unhealthy. Because women will say that's unhealthy, and if you just gonna do that, why don't you just? But the whole time she'll say, and she just said, women will take a break. I know I got girlfriends who just dick hop the whole time, And they don't care even towards the end of the relationship. That's what they do. Because they just moving around to try to get their needs met. Now you gonna say that's unhealthy? Right.
But you know what's most unhealthy is lack of communication on both parties.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all just put it out there like, look,
okay,
I love you, we've been together 4 or 5 years, the relationship is lacking this, that, and the fifth. I want some outside. And then it's either yay or nay. Y'all talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I want some outside is really the launching pad for
I'm
that
just
conversation.
Saying. You're right. That's but I'm a man. Once again, I'm gonna get straight to the point.
You might
want to warm it up, throw a couple jabs before you.
I think there's some steps in between that.
Right, but let's just say like me and my girl been together 5-6 years. I'll be like, look, before I got with you, I was knocking, peeling all this back, and I'm okay with not peeling all that back. I was knocking them down, and I'm with you, and I'm gonna rock with you.
As long as I got you.
My trophy fish. I'm gonna hang you up on the wall. You the one. But I still like the fish.
Yeah.
Admire it, take a picture, and then throw it back. Can I fish? Can we fish together?
Oh, really? Can I just, or at least, just let me throw your ass in there and catch you back, and throw you back, and catch you back. You know what I'm saying?
Now wait, hold on, because you talking about fishing in a stock pond. He talking about fishing in the ocean. Okay, so let's also be clear that y'all talking about two different things.
I mean, it's okay. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna actually say we talking about the same thing because we still, at the end of the day, talking about fishing. And I think in some people's mind, they think once you on the wall, his fishing pole should be put away in the closet, locked away forever.
Why you need a pole? If that's what we agreed to, then that is the dynamic of the relationship.
But ain't nobody coming in a marriage relationship saying once I get tired of fucking, we not fucking no more, but I still want us to be married.
But who says that?
Okay, well you don't say it, you just act it out.
Okay, but
he right.
Hold on, but my question to that is the lack of physical intimacy the result of things that have happened in the relationship and unresolved emotional issues? Ooh. Because usually the answer to that question is yes.
Okay.
And usually one party, I'm not going to say on either side, but usually one party is the one who wants the other party who feels wronged or what have you to just move on. You should get over that. Instead of actually doing the emotional work as a couple to heal through that. Because one of the things, especially as humans, I'm going to start as humans. It's a concept. There's actually a book, a journal, and all these things. It's called the body keep score. Every type of trauma
you write how many bodies you got?
No. Jesus, Tyrone.
That's what I think I was going to say that now.
I had to add some comedy.
The body keep score.
I'm sorry. If you get too serious, y'all already beat my ass on the first half of the show.
Said, do you
keep making this y'all?
But also,
you beat your own ass.
And
you set yourself up.
But also, low key, like
we had to
you should keep a list of anyway. But no, the body keep score. Everything you go through in life, big trauma, little trauma. So big T, little T trauma. Your body holds it in unless you do the work of actually healing from it. And so,
I say, or you got some crystals. They will
the
bleed it out
will heal you.
And the sage.
Y'all should cue up what's his name? Jesus. The little crystal gem boy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. A crystal gem boy.
I'm gonna send you the picture of him. It's funny.
Oh Lord. I'm scared.
But no, like unless you do the act of it. And I'm saying all of this to say, because as women, as humans with wombs, a lot of times our disappointment, so we talked about the stress going to the heart, right? Usually when a woman is stressed, she tense here, right? Shoulders, neck, and then physically it affects the heart. When we are disappointed, sad, especially related to relationships, it goes to our wombs.
Is that a fact, or y'all just saying that?
It is a spiritual fact.
That if you disappointed,
and we hold it.
Do it make it tighter?
No.
Because I want to disappoint.
It don't make it tighter. It makes it not make you want somebody to touch it.
Damn.
Because now you're like this, and so not all the time.
That's when you need the coconut oil.
Jesus, Tyrone Christ.
And oftentimes, go ahead.
But no, and not all the time is it like a woman just being like, I don't want to fuck that nigga. I mean, sometimes yes, because that is the reaction warranted. But other times there may literally be an emotional barrier that is causing physical symptoms to where she cannot perform or does not want to put herself in a position to have to perform. And you know, that also, like, there's so much in that umbrella talking about intimacy and all of these things and performing versus not performing. Because then it's also historically, how has the couple approached sex? Has it been with the goal of busting a nut? Because if that's the only goal, then you're treating me like a blow up doll.
Yeah, no, I mean
you're treating me like a human blow up doll. So you just
I think though to the problem is the work doesn't want to be done. Maybe on one end or on both ends. And sometimes instead of doing work, one party would much rather, or both parties would much rather come up for excuses as to why they don't want to do that or why they're not going to do that. And then when we begin to think about, again, what I alluded to earlier, and this is not a shad or a probe or a shot at women, but again, when we only worry, but we never ready to accept any kind of resolutions or any kind of approaches to fixing the problem, now you can't ever get to the goal because there's always a problem. And that becomes disheartening for a man if, again, I said, I can't fix the car because every time there's something else wrong with it. You're never comfortable with driving it because if I fix this, then you're going to say you hear something over here. And that may be valid, maybe, or maybe what needs to happen is you need to stop thinking that something is wrong or everything is wrong. Maybe some of these sounds are natural. Maybe you got a rock in a tire.
Maybe
and ain't nothing wrong with
sounds in this car that is broken are natural.
Well, I mean, if you hear a clack, clack, clack every time you ride, it could be just a rock in a tire.
What Snax trying to say is, in order to fix the solution of relationship, it might be the woman's fault sometimes. But if I come to you and say, baby, I think you need to do this. This is what's turning me off, and then I'm acting this way towards you, and then you ain't trying to give me none but there's no accountability. But if you say it, and then it's not about the facts, it's what the women feel. It's
yes, and so you can't. And I
can come to Snax and be like, "Dude, you fucked this up at work," and he be like, "Damn, I did fuck it up. All right, I'm gonna get right." It ain't gonna be no emotional. But if I say that to a woman at work, maybe she may say, "Well, I didn't like the way you said it."
And now I gotta fix the way I said it. We can't even fix it. We can't even get you to fix the problem because I can't get you to understand that it's not even.
Right. I feel what he's saying. Like
and that becomes a hard work.
Communication and empathy are important, though.
No, and it is. But how much empathy you need before you actually get to work? I mean, because I told you, if I come to you and say, "Hey, as your boss," if my boss man come to me and say, "Hey, bro, what time you supposed to be here?" It's at 8, right? Well, I mean, it's 8:05. The fuck is you doing? And then I look at him and say, hold on, partner. I don't like how you talking to me. I don't even care. I don't care if I am late. You're not going to talk to me like that, Nick. Right. So
you
now,
I'm going to go to HR.
Right. So now I'm out of a job. I can't come because I snapped off on him on something that he was right. On something he was more right than him because he came to me trying to get me to go to work. Now I'm finna go try to tell a company because he basically told me to go to work.
So now he's saying your ass gonna be single because your ass don't want to cook no more collard greens.
Because you was mad because
he asked you. Because last time I told you to put no more sugar in the motherfucker.
You ain't like.
But now your ass mad. So now how about this? You and them sugarless collard greens get the fuck up on my
bricks.
house.
Wait a minute.
God dang. I mean that's true though.
Okay, so listen. Mm-hmm. I hear what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that you are wrong. Mm-hmm. Because I do think the points that you are making are valid.
Because we get lost in that.
In relationships. I do think the points that you are making are valid. However, I do think in effective communication and healthy relationships, it is important for both people to understand how their partner prefers to be communicated with. Yeah, because the same thing that you just said, women can say the same thing about men. Yeah. Because if a woman says something to a man, he might not listen, but let his homeboy tell him the exact same shit. And I mean, that has happened right here today. I have said something to you, and then he's been like, let me say it to him in a way he gonna understand.
We're talking the food language and the language of love.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then when he said it, it made sense to you.
No, but at the end of the day, though, what's more important then? That he said it, that you said it, or that I got the point?
At the end of the day, it matters the language that's used, because then that means that if I want to effectively communicate with you in the future about what I'm saying, then I have to adopt some of this approach. Ooh. In order for you to hear me when he ain't around. Right. Because he's not going to always be around.
Right, because you ain't married to me.
He ain't gonna always be around. So that means I have to adapt a little bit in the way that I communicate so that you understand me, so that we can understand each other.
So we both speak Spanish.
So we can maintain a good conversation in the absence of the translator. Because we shouldn't always need a translator.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it.
And so I hear the frustration of, I'm coming to my partner, I'm saying this, I'm saying that, and there's no change. But also, and I'm not saying that this hasn't been done, but I think part of the process is also understanding how best to communicate. And where a lot of couples go wrong is that they're trying to find that best way to communicate when the conflict is actually occurring, as opposed to taking the time to learn these things when they first meet each other. And so that way we have set, but you should, because we have set a strong foundation.
In the beginning, you gotta.
Because we've set a strong foundation and we understand how to communicate with each other. So 3 months from now, when we having a little tiff about something, I already know how to talk to you. I already understand your language. You already understand mine. And so we can have conversations instead of arguments.
Okay, so then...
And then after the conversation, we can get results.
Boy,
period.
Yes, sir.
More hair.
Exactly.
I mean, whatever it is.
See how you said she got vague real quick?
No.
She was direct when she was like, and then we can get results. And then as soon as you said what them results is, she was like, oh, whatever.
Cabeza.
No, I said period. Because listen, at the end of the day, if your qualm in your relationship is that you're not getting enough head, then that is the result.
I mean, right. I might not be getting enough head, and she might not be like how long it take me to take the trash out.
That part.
Well, guess what?
No, I got you. Yeah.
I'm going to take the trash out right now.
Exactly.
If I can get some fire head.
Right now.
Right now.
Iota. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I got to do. That's what I be doing with my girl. I be having to just, because when I come to my girl, I can't come to her like I come to, like I want to. I want to be like, look, you messing up this, that, and the fifth. But what I got to say is, babe, is there something I'm doing wrong? Is there something I'm missing? I understand you're busy. Like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Can I get this? Mm-hmm. I would really appreciate if I can get some of this, that, and the fifth.
Well, be nice tomorrow so I can get some greens and grits.
And even if it ain't X, Y, and Z.
It ain't like, I'll just be saying it because it's funny. But it can just be simple stuff like, I'm like.
But you see how he has learned how to talk to her?
I had to learn that, though.
Mm-hmm. And it's not, and I want to be clear. I want to be clear because some people be like, oh, that's manipulation, blah, blah, blah. I want to be very clear that there's a thin line between communicating with someone the way that they are most receptive and being manipulative. Yes. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure she is aware of how and why you are approaching her the way it is. But you're talking to her in a language where she can keep her defenses down.
Right.
And she's open to hearing what you have to say.
Right, I can penetrate with my words.
And then with whatever else you want to use.
Because if I come in like, you fucking up.
Because you coming in hot, defense is up.
How come every time I get in the damn tub, I'm stepping on fucking toys? After you get a baby bath, after she go to sleep, just pick up the goddamn toys. I don't have to fucking pick up the toys and clean up the fucking tray. But I don't come in and say that because I don't want to come and do that shit after 18-hour day and have to wash my ass stepping on toys and Legos and this, that, and the... I got to say, hey, babe. What can I help you with to make this a little bit easier? Every time I come in the tub, there's Legos in here. Or there's toys in here. Oh, I'm sorry.
And either she
I didn't know you would come to take a shower at 5 in the morning. I thought you were just going to crash on the couch. I'm like, no, I'd like to take a shower. I'm tired, man.
Wait, you come home and crash on the couch?
Yeah.
Instead of, because the baby in the bed. Oh, yeah. Because the baby in the bed.
But you hear how that communication happens?
No, that's lovely.
Because then also, that means she made an assumption. That means she made an assumption. Oh, I thought you were gonna come in and crash on the couch,
right?
And you were, so she wasn't anticipating him using the shower. Mm-hmm. So right there, they have had an effective, healthy conversation. Mm-hmm. She apologized for the thing, and then now, the results.
Yeah, that's good.
And now I don't have to find a new place and somebody else to set up.
Period.
My doctor's appointments.
Yeah, that's good. That's beautiful.
And so that's what it takes, is being able to understand how to talk to people. And I would say that part of a woman's ability to be able to do that, not all women,
right?
I want to be clear, not all women can talk to a man the way that he is most receptive, because we see it every day. Women just talking at men, yelling at them, things of this nature. But when you understand how to talk to your man, that relationship gets so much better.
Well, so I'm gonna speak to and I'm right, and I'm gonna speak to on a different way and say
what needs to be done.
The way you talk to a man, it definitely has bearing.
More
so, he is he's responding to whatever works for him. I mean, whatever works for you. You want him to do something. I'm gonna say transactory. I mean, and you and I have talked about this before. Because what I'm saying is, okay, I'm gonna cut straight through it. Men are dogs. For as far as you want a dog to do a trick, you give his ass a treat.
Yeah.
And every time you give him that treat, he finna do that trick. Yeah, he already know what time it is. He's stupid.
As soon as you pull that treat out,
he finna do the trick. He don't see the treat and start doing the trick, and you ain't even handed the treat to him. He see a treat over there. Oh, he tricking for the treat.
He tricking.
And that's the treat.
Tricking. Hey,
matter of fact,
for the treat.
But you might put that on the shirt
for the treat.
Yes,
Happy
because
Halloween.
that's
straight up.
That's
right,
men.
though.
That's men.
He
because
right.
Sometimes I feel like women try to figure out a way they can manipulate the nigga or the dog into doing the trick.
For no treat.
So here's where I'm going to interject, and I'm going to say that men are a lot more complex than y'all are giving yourselves credit for.
A dog is complex, but I get what he's saying. We're pretty simple though.
You think you are?
I know I am.
But I have had so many conversations where I have had to tailor my delivery to the man because of how he would respond to know that what they're saying does not always apply.
Just because he got a penis don't mean he's a man though.
And he could be sensitive. I'm sensitive.
That don't make him a man.
So
that make him a boy.
And then you got to consider.
You
got to consider how old.
Time out.
You got to consider how old he is.
We some dogs.
Because if he's been in and if he's been in relationships before, because some men have been weathered so bad that they not finna trick for the treat because they done been down this road before. And they already know
because you can't teach your old dog new tricks.
Right. So he's only gonna respond to what he knows. I mean. Nobody gets it, and we try to argue it and make it bad. But at the end of the
dogs.
day,
clearly,
right? And so, but women are
treat.
So y'all saying real men are dogs?
Supposed to be.
And so the crazy part is, women will say y'all men are dogs, but y'all don't never come out with a treat.
On that note,
y'all will try to argue
like
how
dogs.
to give a treat.
On that note, we gonna pause right here, and I'm gonna take a potty break.
Oh yeah, take your potty break.
Where's the potty?
Right there. Let me see.
Right here.
Tricking for the treat.
Tricking for the treat.
We need to put that on the shirt.
Thank you.
We out here, and we still tricking for a treat.
He sleep?
Yes. He laying on the floor.
I love to sleep on the floor.
Man, I don't know why. Jordan, you could be done, bro.
Wait, what else he doing?
Nothing. He just I told him he got to be here for as long as we here, as long as he paying.
Oh yeah, pull out the phone. What? Record a video. I got something to tell the people. You asleep, dog. You drooling.
No, I'm not.
He drooling, bro. Man, so
she funny as hell.
Yeah, nah, she cool. She cool. I'm trying to think I should pause it, or just edit it. Man, we never ran into a break before. We might make this thing 2 hours. I mean, we might make it, just go ahead and make it 3 hours and let it count, and I'll break it up into two different episodes.
Man said, me and this dog, I had to agree there, because I'm very simple like a dog.
But we all are, and in my opinion, we all are. And if it would be just be approached, if we would be approached like that, life would be so much simpler. If you just treat us like what you already call us anyway. We learn through, we see things, and that's how we decipher life. Meaning, I'm gonna do this, and how she responds to how I do it. Oh, we doing this all the time. Then, oh, that's how you respond. Oh, we finna hit that button every day, 6 times, 5 times a day. The problem is though, and maybe we have to talk about that when Quani comes out. I think women are just a little more complicated and intricate than that. So that button may work today at noon, but maybe by 3 o'clock, that button not working no more, and she needs something else to stimulate. Her mind is somewhere else, and she got something else going on. So we not hitting
women
that
definitely ain't dogs. They more.
What animal would they be? We need to ask Quani. We need to ask them. No. This the animal kingdom. They finna be an animal. So we could explain this. They gotta be. We gotta be with all mammals, really.
I know a perfect animal.
What animal?
Wait till she gets me. Because I've been around both of them a lot, so I know.
Oh, Quan, we got something for you, buddy. We got something for you. Damn, that chair is dirty as hell. You just slapped and dog kind of dust jumped out.
What Jugga said?
You know what? Organic.
It's organic.
Why y'all be wanting organic shit? Organic be dirty as hell.
Organic be like that sometimes.
I know. Yeah, I
when
mean,
you eat too much. Sometimes when you get something that's organic and it's raw, you can't eat too much of it too fast because it's too pure. It's too organic.
Man.
Some stuff be like that.
Dirty. Ugh. Dirty.
But men is dogs. Because you know why I'm going to have to agree with that? Because we loyal. We work good together in a pack.
He's throwing alley. He trying to throw.
I'm being real.
I know he said loyal. When he said that, I said, oh, he said
we loyal. Men is loyal. Like I said, we be in a relationship. We don't check out. We just be like, oh, this is just a rough patch. We just going through a rough patch. She'll get over that shit. But women be done checked out 2-3 months before that. But we just be like, men don't break up with women. Women break up with men.
I'm actually say I think women are probably, because for the first person to leave in a relationship, I think it would probably be a man and a woman.
No.
Well, maybe we have to take out a mistress or a side nigga. If we remove them from meaning neither one of their relationships are interrupted by someone from the outside, who would be the first one to leave?
A woman.
Normally.
It could be a man could not be cheating because for a man we'd be like, damn, I ain't cheating. What the hell is wrong? You act like I'm out here cheating. She's like, it ain't that. It's just you ain't. You be like,
you think a woman leave?
Hell yeah.
Before a man would?
Oh my God, man ain't finna leave a woman if she ain't cheating.
No, yes, she will. If she ain't cooking, and she ain't cleaning,
I'm talking
she ain't
about
getting
newer generation like that. Like when you first dated, that's old school man. I'm talking about newer men. But these new women don't cook no damn way.
And again, that's a whole nother conversation because women will say what men can't do. Men will say
some chicken and dumplings. They be like, what's that?
But she gonna expect him to go to work and make sure that she's taken care of. That's his ultimate responsibility. Right. She's going to be like, well, we need these bills paid. I'm not dealing with no broke man. I need somebody that's going to be able to take care of me and get my nails done, all my hair done, all my clothes and blah-da-da-da-da-da-da. As soon as a man say, I just want somebody to...
some ratchet woman. She like, what kind of women is these?
Or as soon as a man say, can a nigga get something to eat?
Right.
I ain't your mama.
Right. You want me to get you something to eat? Put a ring on his finger.
Oh, my God. Now,
you want something to eat? That come with girl. That's wifey material. Okay, you need to put a ring on his finger if you want something to eat.
We getting way off. We was saying earlier, if men are dogs.
Then what are women? Women are definitely cats. Because a man...
Oh, that's
I'm going to tell you why, though. A man is a dog because you can train a dog with the same treats. Pieces of hot dog. You ain't got to switch it up.
Nope.
You ain't got to get chicken. Ooh. You ain't got to try nothing else. That nigga gonna act the same about that hot dog from when he was a puppy to the time he grown. And that hot dog is head.
Oh my God.
Nigga do anything for some head. I just want some head. I don't feel like working.
If we talk about that, I wonder how long that's been a thing.
I'm just saying that's as long as the man's had an erection, that's been a thing. Everything for head. But for women, it's got to be something different all the time. You can bro. You ever see how many toys you got to buy a cat? You gotta buy a cat a whole bunch of toys. That analogy
goes far, my guy.
You gotta buy, bro. When you got a cat,
goes far,
bro. When you got a cat, you gotta have a toy with a stick. You gotta have that damn foam thing that pop out.
You gotta have that little castle thing.
Bro, you gotta have a castle so they can go in and scratch it. Lord have mercy. You gotta go in and change the litter box for a nigga. You gotta go do this. You gotta buy fancy food with the tuna on it. You gotta let them outside. If they get mad, they just poop on your pillow. They get upset and do stuff like that. Y'all probably never had cats. That's why you don't know.
Nah, but a dog will roll over and play dead. He will stand up. He will give you a 5. He will bark all for.
You can't beat a cat and they'll stay. You can't beat a cat and they'll stay. You can beat a dog and that nigga will still love you and come back. The love is unconditional.
There is the song that says the cat came back.
And how many times they played it?
I don't know.
Probably one time. But who let the dogs out? How many times they play that? Every day. Because we like dogs.
If y'all was an animal, cats. If y'all was an animal,
Finicky.
What animal would y'all be?
I have no idea. Because what?
What you mean? Because what?
Women don't want the same treat all the time. They don't want to do that same move that you do. Men can just hit it from the back, do the same move, spin you over, hit it from the front, 3 pumps. Bow,
you gotta be sexually.
Go straight to sleep. I'm just saying, the same for a woman, it's more mental. It's like you gotta do more stuff for the mind. You gotta warm the car more. For a man, it's just get in and hit the gas.
Didn't I talk about that?
You did, and
what you
I
mean,
find it to be true. You're right. I'm just saying, like men is dogs because we do the same trick over and over and be happy.
Oh,
like I watched What shows do you watch? Do you still watch any TV shows?
Y'all gonna hold it down? And I go move your car because she got to bring my daughter to work. And
go ahead, move the car.
You want me to move it or y'all can keep talking since y'all.
You know he drive for a living.
Oh, you can go move it. It don't matter. We can put it on.
You just left.
Give me my purse.
Golly.
Janessa, bring me her purse.
Why didn't they just send me money for Uber home?
Yeah, I already know that part.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, baby.
Oh, Janessa. Where's Quani? Quani, Janessa.
Hi,
Nice to meet
Where you finna go?
Oh, you want to let me move?
Yeah, go
Where you
ahead.
working?
Apparently you drive for a living.
I do.
Where's Johnny's Pizza?
Okay, Johnny's.
I like Johnny's.
You know Johnny's got them big single slice joints.
They do.
I didn't know that.
Be good.
Yeah, they got them big
But you can
single
move the
slice.
mic, my boy.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do some kind of acrobat to get around it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but cats, you gotta have a whole. Whoa!
Oh, catch it. Catch the mic.
Oh,
Y'all
that
seen
boy
them hands,
James
boy?
Brown.
Seen them hands, boy? Yes, sir. I'm all in front of
He got a dent in it.
They had been there.
Yeah.
What you did to that?
Huh? I probably dropped it. I don't remember what.
But yeah, men is dogs. That's a great analogy. If a man had to be an animal, we'd be a dog 1,000%. And I say that with pride.
Why that?
I'm a dog man. I like dogs, so there's nothing you can say bad about a dog to me.
I mean, that's cool. I got a dog. Like he cool. But like, why would you want to equate y'all to like a dog?
Because we dogs. That's what we are. Same treat, same thing. I got shows that I've been watching. I watch Pokemon Indigo League. I watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And I watch Robin Hood every day. Same thing every day. I don't have no new shows. I don't have nothing new that I want to watch. I don't have a desire in Jeopardy and Frasier. Same shows I've been watching since I was like 7, 8 years old. Them 5 shows, you can put them on any episode. I know what's going to happen on every episode. I know what's going to end. I know what they're going to say, word for word. I know every song. I know every hand gesture, movement. I know when they're going to cut the camera. I know everything about it. And it's still just as good as the first time I seen it. I don't need nothing new. I can live off them 5 shows. And you can just cut the rest of TV off. I don't need nothing else but them 5 shows. Women got a new show every month. Every month it's a new damn show. Some crime. Y'all like them crime shows. Them damn murder mystery. Snap. That's what they like. First is Snap. Then it's got them dragon shows. It was Twilight. Everybody's going through the Twilight phase. Then it was fucking what's that shit? Adam Wednesday shit. The Wednesday shit. Then it was the Squid Games. Then it's the this. Then it's the Love and Basketball. Love and the Hip Hop. Love in Medea's house. Love. It's a new show every year. Y'all got some new stuff. Just like a cat. You got to have new toys every year. You can't,
I think y'all is interesting.
Can't be entertained by the same thing over and over and over again. I eat tacos every day. I don't need nothing else. Same taco. Same onion, same cilantro, same steak, same corn tortilla, and a Doritos, grapefruit. Every day. I don't need nothing new.
Hornitos grapefruit. Is that the one they said it tastes like? Did you see that on TikTok? Ew.
Doritos grapefruit is the
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The green one. They said it tastes like what?
Oh no, that's the green one. No, they said this. No, it's the guava one. It's the guava one.
Tastes like what? They don't even sell the guava ones like that.
On TikTok, they say it tastes like coochie.
That ain't good.
That's what
they finna sell out then.
They're already selling out. They already selling out. Like it's legitimately a thing. They say that it tastes like
That's inappropriate. Come on, we gotta do better, Doritos.
I mean, it's not
people.
I was gonna say it's not their fault. It's the dude's fault on TikTok who was like, I don't even like guava, and this tastes like, and now everybody buying it.
I'm gonna have to try it now.
You see what I'm saying? You part of
I'm not even the TikTok. I still haven't tried the Popeye sandwich because I still love them pickles.
The Popeye sandwich. That's at the beginning of the penny. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
I don't
3
need
years ago.
I don't need new tricks. I just give me that Chick-fil-A sandwich and with that honey mustard.
Wait, you don't need new tricks, but you the same dude that's trying to go fishing in the ocean?
I don't need new tricks to be entertained. Yeah, I don't need new tricks. But if I'm a fisherman, I don't need no new trick. Why? If I got a trophy fish, why you think should I just? If I'm a trophy fisherman and I got this one fish, this 80-pound fish I caught, it's still just as enjoyable. This is my favorite. I've had the most fun catching this fish. You don't think I still want to catch that feeling, catching a 50-pound fish?
Well,
it's still fun to fish.
I am not a fisherman, in fact, but my understanding is that for a lot of fishermen, once they catch a certain fish, then they retire.
That's not true at all, because then there will be a lot of old fishermen that don't fish no more. Once you fish, you love to fish. That's the beauty of fishing, though. Unlike most sports, Whereas hunting, when you shoot that deer, it's dead. Nobody else can enjoy it. It's just yours. You just mount it on the wall. But with fishing,
you can just unhook them and throw them back.
Unhook them, you take a picture, and you throw them back for the world to enjoy.
Sport fishing.
Right, it's for sport.
Sport fishing.
It's just to keep your. If you a boxer, you was a champion boxer, you got to still go hit the heavy bag every now and then, just to keep the rhythm, keep the muscle memory.
And so, by that logic, are you saying that as a man, though you have a relationship, you should go and test the waters just to make sure you still got it?
You just flirt. You ain't got to necessarily. You know if you can get a woman. If you can make a woman laugh and hee ha ha get the number, just delete the number. It just feel good to feel wanted sometimes. We be wanting to feel wanted.
Isn't that cheating?
That's not cheating. I do it all the time in front of my girl. I get the number, show her, and delete it. I be like, look, I got this girl number. She be like, you love to flirt. You love to flirt. And it backfires sometimes because I'm just a talkative, chatty guy. And it be working on me. And too, she be like, oh, he trying to get your number. I'm like, you just lying. I'm just being me. And they be like, well, they call me Say. My name is Saquon at work, but they call me Say outside of work.
Yeah.
Like, well, when will I see you outside of work, sir?
I got one of them guys like that at work right now. I was talking to Denise yesterday. So because I'm a friendly guy. So I'm a friendly guy. And, I like to make everybody feel welcome and happy.
Right.
So just like he say, when you make them laugh, I try to make everybody laugh. Because, I'm stupid. So he'll come in and he it's a guy at work. And they're in makeup. And most of the time they're in makeup and hair. And so I like everybody. And to me, homosexual or gay people, dudes or women, always be the funniest people to me.
The motherfuckers be
hilarious.
At work, them gay dudes be funny as shit.
Bro, and so
motherfuckers be the funniest ones.
So in the last episode, me and him put it out there. We said, listen, if you gay, cause we still gonna be stupid. So he's like, if you're an old school gay, we don't want no young school gay. If you still trying to figure yourself out and you don't even know if you gay, but you think you may be, if your parents don't know nothing about you being gay, no, we don't want you. We want somebody who know where they at and they glad that they is and they don't give a damn. So anyhow, I say all that. Now I'm out here, and I'm laughing because with the gay dudes because hey, y'all the funniest motherfuckers out here. I'm laughing, we having fun, but when we stop joking, you holding my gaze a little too long, Playboy, and you happy, and you just
watching me walk away.
Right, I ain't that funny, my boy.
Looking at me,
I done put you in your feelings because we laughing, my guy. No
right.
Sir.
That ain't good enough.
No, sir. And because it'll be the same ones when you say because when you be talking and laughing with a female, you can tell, okay, this is something else. Because how you laughing or how you when the laugh is over or the joke is done, you still here. Even if you are walking away, you still here.
Right. I can feel that you still here.
You still waiting on me to say something else. And he was like
you
that.
Waiting like.
And I was on the phone with Denise and I was like, babe. Because now, anytime he see me, because I'm driving a van, he'll come up and run up right to the driver and say, hey, Snax, what's going on? How you doing?
That's already a flirty name, Snax.
He'll lean in the window, both arms rested in the window.
Oh!
Yeah.
How you do?
Like he just, And I'm like, bro, come on, dude.
He want that snack attack.
I mean, Snax is a name that can...
That is a stripper name.
It can work. It can work a variety of ways, in fact.
Yeah, well, I don't like it, so... But,
okay, Donald.
Right.
I don't like Donald either, though. That's why I let folks say Snax, because I hate my first name.
I mean, what is your preferred name?
Snax.
This is a safe space.
Snax.
Right.
It's
not
really.
He's not gay, because if he
wasn't,
what
was he saying? Hey, Snax.
He do say it just like that.
With a little bit of S on there. Right, put that
Snax. When they see me, I be like, bro, stop. Man.
Oh, that nigga
well, y'all out here flirting, so...
I mean,
I'm just
being
me.
So I'm not flirting.
Equal opportunity flirting.
I be having. I'm just being me.
I just be being me, and then my girl see it as flirt. Like if somebody laughs too hard at my shit, she like,
you flirt.
Oh, you over there flirting.
And I ain't even flirt. Sometimes I think y'all be picking up on what we picking up on from them, and y'all will say, "Oh, you doing that on purpose? You know what you doing? You making her feel like that." I'm not making her feel like nothing. I just got the juice, and she know it. Don't be mad.
I think it's
the
funny
same
when
juice
y'all
that's
say
got you.
Y'all just don't realize.
What you mean? What do we know?
Who I am and how I move in this life.
We asked you in the beginning, but you told us I was a design. I
asked you
how deep you wanted to go.
And I said, how deep you trying to go?
Mm-hmm.
And then you started talking about audacity.
Well,
so I gave you answers related to audacity. But
this could be a 2-part episode then, because we already deep in.
I told you.
So we can go till 3. Nah, you knew what to say. You played us.
Maybe
you came on our show and played.
Maybe
In
I
Market.
showing potatoes.
Maybe I did.
Mm-hmm.
You get you a 2-for-1.
There you go.
Listen, because my time is going to be real scarce here soon. So.
There you go.
That's what she told me when I said, "Can you come on the show?" She was like, "Yeah, but you better do it soon because I may go back into the shell and not come back."
No,
out
it's not
for
a
little
may.
while.
It's actually a fact.
What's wrong with that? It's your time.
No.
Yeah, it's actually a fact.
Salesman pitch.
No,
I'm selling you these watermelons, but you better hurry up because they're a hot commodity. They've been selling.
Well, they go out
She
of,
been having them
watermelons go
watermelons.
out of season.
Been having them watermelons for 7 years.
Watermelons
but
go out of
been
season.
selling.
Yeah, but they'll be out.
Yeah, we do.
The next one, okay. So we going back. Let's go back to this self-care thing.
Yes.
About did either one of y'all hear that story about the guy who took his dump truck and ran into the house?
I would like to understand how that's connected to self-care.
Because and here's why. Because to me, I feel this is not to discredit the lady, but I spent a lot of my time that's not even important to say. I'm sad for him, but I'm sad because as a man, and then even the basketball player that killed this girl because she rejected him, the guy from Alabama University. What puts a person in a place where they think they need somebody so bad? They got to have this one person so bad that it takes them out of their character. Though sometimes it might be your character still, but what makes you feel like you got to hurt somebody?
Mental unwellness. Because
they don't want you. Well, I get that. But we all then deal with it if you're going to put it on that. We just don't deal with it to the degree that they did.
So the thing about it is, and there is a lot of documentation, and this probably gonna get real heavy real quick, right? There's a lot of documentation. There's a lot of documentation on violence against women at the hands of rejected men. Men and women deal with rejection differently. More often than not, a woman is subjected to physical violence if she rejects a man. And we've seen this not just in these two instances, but we've seen this, I think it was it 2021? The young lady was at the corner store at a gas station and she rejected the dude, told him she didn't want to give the number, and then him and his boys beat her up.
Damn. No, I didn't see that.
There's been an account where a young lady was at the gas station. She didn't want to give the dude her phone number. He slashed her face.
I think I heard
So we live in a world, yes, this is how some men handle rejection. And so
what if the man said,
I don't feel bad.
I wish you would have talked to me in a better way.
I don't feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody can say something to you and you feel a way about it, but that does not mean you need to respond with physical violence. But because we live in a world where there are a lot of people,
I'm gonna say that doesn't mean you need to respond at all.
It depends, but we live in a world with a lot of people, and for this statement, I'm not even going to gender it, right? A lot of people who do not know how to process emotions in a healthy way.
See, now
there are a lot of people who, if you disrespect them, they want to do you physical harm. Yep. If you make them angry, they want to do you physical harm.
And that's both men or women.
You make them sad, they want to do you physical harm. Because physical harm is how they were taught, usually as children, to respond to those type of emotional triggers. Now, more often than in some of these ways, we talk about the men who do it, and typically the physical violence that men enact are on the person, right? But we also see women do it. Women get upset, they go do what? They smash windows and slash tires.
Right, but
it's still a form of violence.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's just not to the person's physical body.
I mean,
and so that's
but I got you.
The underlying issue there. But I damn sure don't feel sorry for them. Because it goes. Your question is, how do you get to a point?
Well, so I'm just meaning just in that one. I'm not saying he was angry and he mad because she burnt the lasagna, so now he want to try to kill her. That's a different type. That's a different type of person. That's a whole other different situation. Mm-hmm. But the article said that he did it because she wouldn't take him back.
Exactly.
So he was feeling rejection.
Exactly.
And so then my point then
and that's not her issue.
Right. But there is, I think, we get to a place where, matter of fact, Will Smith said it. He said in the beginning when Will Smith came to social media, when he first came out, when he was talking about him and Jada. And he said, I learned that I'm not responsible for Jada's happiness.
Period.
Jada is not responsible for mine.
That part.
Once you start off with there, then it leads you to the place where you realize that, what makes me happy and sad is all on me. To like 90%, 80%, we've got to put a percentage on it. The other percentage, yes, is contributing or contributed by those people around me. Mm-hmm. So she doesn't want him. He can't see that she's just one person. He sees that she holds all the chips to his happiness. So now he mad. Now this bitch gotta die. You see what I'm saying? And that's my problem.
Were they married?
Yeah, because she was getting a divorce from him.
She got to die. Because that's in the contract.
That's
in the fucking contract, and I mean that shit. Till death do his part. Somebody got to die in this bitch.
That is not in the
Somebody
contract.
eating an arsenic sandwich. Somebody getting some Gatorade with some antifreeze in that bitch.
Y'all put him on the watch list.
Don't edit this part out.
He need to be on the watch list.
Somebody going on a deep sea fishing trip.
It's unsafe.
And if you're gonna do it, fellas, go out the country because then you go out in open water.
What's your lady name?
My name's Snax.
No,
I don't condone.
What's your lady name?
My girl's name is Hannah.
Hannah, you are not safe, baby.
Hannah, no.
Hannah, you are not safe.
These words have been spoken to her. She know. If you gonna leave me, you going to see the Creator.
Very dangerous.
That's the day of judgment.
She good to him too. She hella good. He
just
left the house.
Sounds like she has no choice. It's either be good to him or die.
So
no, I'm not saying don't be good or be die. It's either be good, don't leave.
He said
it ain't gotta be. I go through the rough.
What happened to R&B?
Don't leave. No, you don't.
She has the right to leave.
What happened to what happened to
once
crying?
we get married?
Hannah, leave now, baby.
Exactly.
Leave now.
Right, that part.
Don't wait till you get married.
Cause once I put that ring on there,
leave.
Oh, nigga.
Nigga, what happened to just crying in the rain and begging for her to come back?
I ain't never did that. I'm a man. I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm gonna go sharpen my blades.
This man, wow.
And what was gonna be the original name for this podcast?
Niggas,
broke niggas saying something.
But once I get rid of her, if I do get rid of her, chop her feet to the fit, it'll be
that's crazy. What's wrong?
White collar nigga saying something. I'm gonna get that
motherfucking
insurance.
Okay, so
Hannah, get out now, baby.
So my thing is,
you don't let nobody else hold the key to your happiness.
Yeah.
I think you're a good example of that though, because like a lot of times I see you doing a lot of stuff. You like, I'm gonna just do what make me happy, whether it's involve my kids or not. Yeah. I'm gonna go out and do this. I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick and move the way I want to.
So when it came down to it, I got a dog. It cost me $2,300. That dog, that Luffy, the golden doodle, I bought him because I wanted to feel loved, and I felt like I needed that in the house. I bought him for $2,300. It lasted me about 3 months, and I was ready to get rid of Luffy. And people was like, "You get rid of him, and you paid $2,300?" And I had to literally tell them, and that's kind of I learned where I was at in life. I said it was self-care to get that dog, and it will be self-care to lose him again. Because I was like, I'm done now. At this point, I kind of regret it. But, I mean...
When you mean get rid of, what happened to him?
I sold him. I sold him. I sold him. And but that's my self-care.
I want to interject in this space and just say that is a very slippery slope to bring things... Now, granted, in that instance, that was a puppy. But... that behavior that you just tried to label as self-care
instant gratification
is what men do to women.
Right.
I'm gonna pick you up, I'm gonna fuck you, take you out, do this, that, and the third. All right, I'm tired of you now. Go on.
Back to the streets.
But that's my self-care. Because what you just said is very dangerous.
Thing. Right. It's different than like
is
saying
it not
it's my
emotional
self-care.
with a dog?
No, it is because I'm a dog man. But I'm saying like what you saying is right though. It ain't like just I just bought a fishing rod. I'm gonna go fishing for a couple weeks. I ain't feeling it.
Like picking up a hobby.
Right.
Like
you gonna just get rid of a dog or a woman like have my fun. I holler.
Yeah, no, that is a very, very dangerous behavior.
But I think a dog is different from a woman, though.
I do not want to label that as self-care. I want to be very clear and very careful with that.
Because guess what? It's self-care for me not to have to listen to what you said on that, and I just believe what I said because that's self-care.
Is that self-care?
But that's because you're not on the getting used in. If you was on the getting used in, if you was the dog, you'd be like, damn.
Okay,
I'm
not
really
right.
bonded with this
But
man.
self-care-
Okay, so right now that's why I say
self-care is
that's
not
different though.
the
That's
ability
different than from
to-
what a human from a human being. I won't pick up a human and then be quickly ready to let them go just because they're not doing for me what I need them to do. Especially if we have some kind of agreement that we need to compromise. The dog is not fixing to compromise with me. The dog not gonna compromise.
So I
A
also
human
want to
will.
be. I also want to be clear in the language that we're using.
Okay.
Because self-care is not this catch-all phrase to remain ignorant to the facts and to be able to do whatever we want to do and like positive is self-care. Like I'm gonna ignore the laws in this land because they do not align with my self-care.
Right.
Like we don't get to do that because like you just sat here and said I don't have to listen to you because that's not my self-care, and that is not.
I listened even while I was saying it. I was like, "Boy, you sound childish as fuck."
Exactly. That was childish as fuck. And that is not self-care.
Yeah,
and I want to be very clear about that.
Mm-hmm.
That is not self-care. And I do bring up you brought up the example of the dog, but I wanted to point it out because while you may not feel that it's the same, and I mean, you know, a dog is not a woman. There is a level of attachment, especially if you got that dog as a puppy. Mm-hmm. There is a level of attachment that puppy started to form with you. Mm-hmm. And then you was like, well,
on to the next.
in the name of the self-care.
Right.
I'm going to yeet you back to the streets.
And now because at the point I gave him away, it was also self-care for the dog as well. Because because then I'm fixing to start neglecting you in maybe small ways.
Yes.
Where your life could be a lot more comfortable if I let you go. I mean, it wouldn't literally just, I don't want a dog. Well, I mean.
But the dog didn't know that going into it.
Well, okay,
if you did that with a woman, if you said to a woman, I just got out of a relationship, I'm just being real with you, we on Tinder, I'm just bouncing back. I'm going to hit it a couple times. I'm going to treat you right, take you out to dinner. But I ain't going to lie, man. This real. I just need this for my self-care. I just need to hit that thing one time just to bounce back because I need to figure out who I am. If then she say, okay, I understand, I got the same situation, then it's a mutual self-care.
Consent. Exactly.
Okay,
but you can't just go into it with a woman and be like, girl, you know, I'm really feeling you.
And
I
that's
really
what a lot of people do.
you. I'm really enjoying our time.
I want to build with
wine
you.
You going to say all the things she want to hear.
And all the things.
Rub on her like a dog, do all the things. And they be like, oh, nigga, that's how I was just feeling for the 3 months.
Because when that dopamine and that serotonin start going back down after you done dealt with her for so long, you going to throw her out.
Okay.
So get the next one. Thing that remind you that old relationship, like, ooh, I just got out of this.
Okay, so now let's go back then. This may be where you say single women are happy. Because single women really don't want to deal with that kind of shit that he just described. But at the end of the day, the man did choose the woman because he thought she was adding something to his life to make him feel good. See, I think we lose stuff in all the old psychobabble, but at the end of the day, I see a woman, I don't know what else to call it, but at the end of the day, you see a woman, you say, oh, I like the way she moves, I like the way she talks, I like the things she does. All of that shit you saying about you like, nigga, that's all about you. You're picking her and choosing her because you're being in that moment selfish about what she can bring to your life. Now what you're going to do though is you're going to offer her, hey, listen, you come rock with me, you come kick it with me for 3 months, 3 years, 30 years, 30,000 years, I don't care, you come kick it with me and I'm going to make sure that you're good and I'm going to take care of you and we're going to be good. Now, again, my thinking, men are dogs. We trick for a treat. So as long as you keep doing and making me feel, I'm going to keep on taking care of you. At some point, wait, because at some point in the relationship, somebody get comfortable. Now, either he stopped giving and wooing her because she was doing everything for his selfish ass, which is not wrong. Because everybody chooses. When that woman takes that man's offer, because he a millionaire, or because she like this cologne, or because he's 6 feet tall, well, y'all tall ass motherfuckers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She gonna choose him. Snack. She gonna choose him, and that's her being selfish because she sees success
she can get out
or potential, right? And that is if you want to say it, that's selfish as fuck, but it ain't wrong. And we'll try to say, well, you can't because, but at the end of the day, at 3 months, he done stopped giving and taking care of her. So she done fell back, and she leaves because she chose him because of what he was offering, or she stopped smiling. She ain't happy like she used to be. She ain't doing the things for me that she used to be doing for me, and now I'm gonna let her go. And you're gonna say, well, that's selfish, and women will say, you interrupted her life. You interrupted my life, and you can't just come and interrupted my life. But baby, he didn't interrupt your life. He offered
gave you a proposition.
Yes, and you took it.
Right.
And when he got tired, he said, okay.
Well, one person started giving more than the other.
Because I guarantee you, as men or dogs, if that treat keeps coming, he gonna keep tricking.
Nigga, that's talk that shit.
But we want to make it extra and add all kind of extra because we like to worry about things, and that waters down the whole thing. And of course,
all the trees,
all the scenarios are gonna break down. But again, as from a man's standpoint, we simple. Now the woman, and I'm only gonna say, and I'm gonna make it quick because I don't know, but what he wooed her with in the beginning, that may change. She may decide, nigga, you was tall and I did like your ass because you was so tall. But nigga, you don't go, you always up under me all the time. And I don't like, that's starting to become an annoyance to me. Could you please get some friends? Please get you know what I'm saying? And go some, cause and that's fair. But she needs to be able to. She liked it
at first when he was cuddling her. Now she like, damn, nigga.
But she needs to be able to communicate that. And then on his part, he need to be able to understand that. And damn, and make some adjustments. I mean, I can't communicate that to Luffy. Luffy, stop jumping up and down on me. Damn, nigga, stop dragging me down the road every day.
So
do you just train the dog?
Let me just say.
And I learned it. I didn't know that. Next time I get a dog,
so you just get a dog or Scooby snack. You just say, huh, nigga.
Let me say this.
Yeah. He ain't act like a dog.
What you said about the puppy is completely valid. There is a point in recognizing where you are doing the puppy more harm than good. Mm-hmm. And where you see yourself being neglectful as a pet owner. Mm-hmm. And you rehome that animal for the animal's best interest.
Right.
That's not how you said that, though. You was like, I got a puppy. It was cool. 3 months later, I was done. I gave the puppy away.
Yeah, because I felt bad. Because I had to find myself having to explain it to people who would be like, bro, don't get that dog away, man. Why you giving the dog away?
Because I ain't happy.
Well, because not every animal is a good fit for the home either. Like, you also have to find the animal that's a good fit for your household.
Yeah, he was a little.
Who else was walking? It was just you?
Me, my wife, and my daughter.
Okay, so you ain't really had no reason. It really was just you.
But when I got the dog, listen, I don't care. No, I don't care. Yeah,
gotcha.
It really was just me.
Because I could see if it was just him.
Right. I love when you say you don't care.
Because I don't. Because at the end of the day, I got the dog because I wanted the dog. Nobody else wanted the dog. My daughter wanted the dog, but she a child. She wasn't trying to take responsibility.
Nobody else want the dog. My daughter wanted the dog.
He's saying like from a adult I get what he's saying. Like she might have wanted it, but kids get out. Kids, and I guess
she want a dog. My daughter want a dog like she want a 5-story house with no job.
Right. She just want it. Make plans with no way to get the shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted
That's
the
all
dog,
kids,
but I got the dog, and then whenever I got tired of the dog, I didn't even give him away. Then my wife and daughter was like, no, don't give him away. We still want him. And so then I was like, okay, cool. But I'm going to fall back on as much handling as I was doing with him. Because again, I think, and that's probably with all people, you always, and that's what come with the quality of life and self-care. It's always a balance. I'm eating that fried chicken, and I know it's fucking me up. But when I eat it, I be smiling like a mug. Now, I could eat some broccoli, but that shit don't taste good. I'm sad when I eat
my
it.
Soul.
It ain't feeding my soul. Right. And I might live 100 years, but I'm going to be sad inside my whole 100 years. I'd rather give me 70. And fat as fuck, greasy and sloppy and nasty.
But if you eat that broccoli long enough, you'll learn to like it.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But yeah. Once I
put some seasoning on there.
Lord have mercy. Right. But bet not a crumb.
But it'll never taste like fried chicken.
But bet not never a crumb of fried chicken fall on my lip. Because if it
did, you're going to relapse.
All the way back.
It's the relapse for me.
All the way back.
All right, y'all. I do have to go.
What you mean? No, we still got 15 more minutes. We got to try to get an hour and a half.
Listen.
2 hour and a half episodes. But I'm just playing. If you got to go,
I do. It's almost 3.
She got to go,
Bruh.
You done fucked up with the ham sandwich talk. Leaving the dog. Nigga said, the way you did word it was like, yeah, self-care. I got the motherfucker that boom.
I mean, because at the end of the day, that's my whole thing about self-care and in self-care in relationships, because that would have been the next place we was going to go is how do you manage then self-care in relationships when there's things that you require, but your partner may not be doing them, and you know, how do you work that out? And then sometimes you come to realize, either that thing wasn't that much important, or there's other things that I can do to supplant that, because maybe behind that overall disappointment, there are small things that I was getting out of that I can outsource that ain't even it ain't no kind of moral faux pas or break or something. I mean, if it's physical touch and I'm a physical touch guy, I don't need to fuck. I just need somebody to put their hands on me so that I can go and get a massage, and that'll be just the same, and then I'll feel fulfilled in my needs.
Cheating?
So there are a lot of things there, and I would like to touch on that before I go, because I do think it's important.
Look at that! For once, I done reeled ass in. I done played the game. But I
got other things to do today, like go to a wine fest.
Oh,
yeah.
Wine.
You know, I heard niggas drink wine and then they feel sexy. And it's true. It's true. I could drink beer and I'm gonna feel good. I could drink alcohol, I feel good. But you drink wine, but you like, oh yeah, I am this guy. But you sexy as hell.
So in a situation where you have self-care, so I do. Starting at the beginning, I think it's important for both people in the relationship to have their own self-care practices that exist outside of the partnership.
Right.
Yeah.
Whether that's getting monthly, bi-weekly massages, facials, pedicures, manicures, yoga, tai chi, kickboxing, fishing, whatever the self-care practice is, I think it's important for both people to have those things and to talk about them. And so like we know each other's thing. Like if you like to read a book as a part of your self-care, that's how you leave the world for a little bit. Cool. If you like to sit on the back porch with some scotch and a cigar, have at it. In a situation, and I say that because having self-care practices outside of the relationship takes away the likelihood of you depending on someone else for your self-care or fulfilling this particular need.
Yes, and those things become your responsibility, not the responsibility of your partner.
Exactly, and because they should not be your partner's responsibility.
Yes.
Now, that said, there are things, though, like intimacy.
Yeah, of course.
Whether that's physical intimacy or just intimacy, period, because those are different things. Intimacy could be us laying on the couch having a conversation. It could be us lying in the back of the truck, staring up at the stars. Whatever the situation is, those are also things that we can do together for that. I think some of the, I don't want to use the word issue, but some of the challenges that some couples have come down to physical intimacy, not necessarily sexual, but just the intimacy of touch.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, I like to be touched. And maybe my partner doesn't like to touch. So then how do you bridge that gap?
Right.
It's going to go back to the communication, communicating in a way that the person understands, and how they are most receptive. Sometimes,
and then you learn, and when you do that work, then you learn the responsibilities, because Denise makes, and we'll use mine. She may like physical touch, but I don't like it. Right. So then she says, "Well, I want to go get a massage," but then I'm like, "Well, nah, you can go get one, but from a woman." And since you're like, "No, I might want a man's. I like a massage from a man. I like the way a man's hands feel on my body." Ooh. And I may be right, and so then that may trigger me. No, and that's a real thing, because we don't want to. I think sometimes in relationships we don't want to mature to the detriment. Well, we don't want to mature, and through that immaturity we continue to foster our fear. Because I'll say no. There's no way I'm finna let you go get a man to put his hands on you, because I know what that could lead to. But I'm not going to compromise.
And it's I know what that can lead to, because he's thinking about it in his narrow mind.
Well,
never mind the fact that this person is a professional.
Well, and not even that. But then he won't even say, I won't even say, let me do it. Or tell you what, I'm going to go and I'm going to learn if that's what you want, so I can do it. I'm just going to say, no, I don't want you to do it because I got these fears. I don't want to contribute to what you just communicated to me is a need of yours. I'm just going to prevent you from getting that need met.
And that's
what's important to me.
But that is a problem.
Yes, and that's what I'm...
But that is a problem, because there has to be more communication there. And then the partner who's moving out of fear really is the one that has to do the work of unpacking that and really
knowing themselves,
working to heal.
The self-aware part. You got to know what's bothering you.
But that ain't me.
No. But I think though in just relationships
and
in general...
And maybe you don't.
I'm thinking in relationships, I think that exists in everybody's relationship, just in different faces and forms. I mean, you got niggas out here who don't want their spouse to have a friend that's of the opposite sex,
exactly,
for whatever reason it is. You know what I'm saying? And then not only they want them to have a friend, but they not finna try to befriend them. They just don't want you to be friends.
They just don't want you to be friends.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think I think a whole bunch of that could be worked out just through communication.
I like my girl can have friends, but they'll be laughing at that nigga jokes.
See,
you can have a male friend,
but he can't tell no jokes. He don't want to tell no jokes, but she can't laugh at no other man joke.
Not harder than my jokes. My shit.
Hannah, get out.
You can.
Hannah, get out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hannah, you can laugh.
Hannah,
but don't be belly like knee. Nigga, that shit. Hell no, ain't nobody funny to. Hell no.
I thought you said it wasn't no competition.
No. Ain't no competition because ain't nobody as funny as me. But if I find a nigga just as funny as me.
Ain't no competition because he trying to blow it down with the chopper. He trying to eliminate all the competition, right?
No, ain't no competition because ain't nobody as funny as me in her world. But as soon as a nigga is as funny as me.
In her world.
But you know what though?
In her world, but you know what according to him.
That go to the same thing when she be like, why is you flirting? And you be like, I ain't flirt. I ain't even say nothing.
Yeah, but I ain't doing it. It's different. The intent is different. Women and men work different.
I see. That's another thing that I be like.
That is another thing. Men and women work different when it comes to that kind of shit.
What kind of sexism is happening?
See, I disagree.
Sexism. I'm a big advocate of sexism. Segregationism, goddamn prejudice. I'm all
now
that.
You see when I tell you I can't listen to him when you be like, oh, he really smart.
Saying,
but then
I'm
he say stuff like this, and I be like,
some of that stuff old. I like
wrong.
the old school with the new school. I'm all with the new school with the organic.
It do need to be some new school and old school
shit,
brought together.
You gotta mix the old and the new. But when it comes
some
to
of the old school should need to get
when it comes to like how women get down and men get down, like I can just go I can go to the corner store and find me a girl with no teeth. Bang, 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 and be like, all right, I got my fixes. That's all I need.
She should be able to do that too, though. Good. I'm from the new school because, in my opinion, she should be able to do the same thing you doing.
No, but my girl will go out and find the handsome man and go bang, bang, bang with him, and then be thinking about him later while me and her doing it. You can't control her choice. But what I'm saying. That's how they program. They think with this, and I think like this. I'm like, I just need to get this. I just got to get this nut off. Yeah. The closest one, you. That 65 in a wheelchair. Come here, woman. Bang, bang, bang. Got to get off real quick. And then she going to go out and go, oh, look at that handsome man at Whole Foods.
It's because you don't want him to leave.
He got all that organic
you got
shit.
Issues.
He got money.
See, right. Because you don't want him to leave. You don't want him to leave.
I don't care if she leave. You just don't leave like that. You can leave. Just don't leave like that. Don't leave because of outside influence. Leave because you want to leave.
That is going to be why. Because she want to leave.
And you're going to leave me leave because you want to leave. If you're going to leave, you're going to leave anyway.
That's true.
But once we get married, if you leave me, you leave me in a body bag.
She needs to leave now.
Right, for she get the toe tag.
Hannah, get out.
For a toe tag,
It is not safe for you, baby. Stupid. That is not a safe space.
It's a good space for you. As long as you play for the right team. Don't be up in here trying to...
It is not
Don't
safe.
be cripping in a blood neighborhood and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to crip in a blood neighborhood.
I'm like, why she even likes me?
She should get out now.
She ain't.
She in love. She love me.
I'll be over there and I'll be like, oh, Lord.
That's not unfortunate. I'm good to my woman.
Any woman be good.
I'm good to my woman. Any woman be
from the surface.
There is no way that you can be good to your woman while also threatening.
We just gotta make sure
physical violence.
We just gotta make sure.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's not true. That's not true. Your daddy can be good to you and tell you doing good as long as you don't act up in school, get good grades, be respectful. You good. But as soon as you cut up, I'ma tear that ass off.
Okay, so several
that's
things.
just like a father.
Why are you even entertaining him?
Several things. Number one.
I'm your daddy now.
A partner? No, the fuck you ain't.
Yeah, not yours, but Hannah, I'm your daddy now.
We done made it to 3 hours.
You my damn, I'm your daddy now. Good. Greg Jackson ain't your daddy no more. I'm your daddy now.
And that's the problem.
Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati. I'm your daddy now.
You don't
cook them greens.
You don't need a daddy.
Rear my child.
You need a partner.
You rear my child. I'm your daddy.
You need a partner.
I'm gonna tear it up.
Yeah.
Do what you're supposed to do, and I'm gonna handle my.
I want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching the show.
Shout out to Hannah Jackson.
Hannah, get out.
Shout out to Hannah Jackson for dealing with your boy.
Hannah Jackson, please.
I'm trying to switch it up. No,
don't.
The show over with.
He trying to switch it up.
I'm trying to save face.
Hannah, if you reach out to me,
this part out.
I got you, Hannah. Because this ain't safe, baby.
Nah, listen.
This ain't safe.
Thank you for watching. Just Hear Me Out. You know what I'm saying?
Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, Lord. It's been a great episode, Quani. We really appreciated you coming through.
Thank you, Quani.
Do you have any socials that you would like to give out?
Sure. The people can find me at Quani Lu. Everywhere they need to find me.
Spell that.
Quanilu.
Quani Lu.
Yep.
All right,
and this is your boy Snax. Snax SNAX1224. If I get time, you'll see the links below. And we got your boy
Big Flavor
at BIGGFLAVA on Instagram. Yep. So
I thought you were about to say something else. Okay.
Oh, she's singing on Pornhub Premium.
is that how that go? Why would
I got a premium if y'all want to come check it out. Me and Hannah doing our thing, Sade. All up in the back door.
All right,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have opened the door for that.
You did
all that.
God bless.
You threw the alley-oop that time.
All right.
All right.
Deuces.
Bye.